Good afternoon, everybody. Today I am going to be doing some crafting, but it will not be in my house. It'll be my home away from home here at the WIlmore Dam in Iaeger, West Virginia. It is awesome here. Oh, best place on earth to do some side-by-side riding. They have the dam. It has water flowing beautiful from it, where everybody takes their side-by-sides and spins around and has a good old time. It's very quiet right now. It's a little bit on the cool side. It's still March. It was quite warm yesterday, but today it's a little bit cool, but it's absolutely peaceful. So I'm going to walk you into part of my camper. You can't see the whole thing, but show you where I'll be working today. So what I thought about doing on vacation, because my husband won't be here for about 5 days, is to do some sewing. So I'm trying to get ready for the Dogwood Festival. So I decided to order a mini sewing machine for travel. So that's what I did. So we're going to walk on in, show you what I got going on. Here's the bag I purchased for this mini sewing machine, which is inside. We will open that in just a minute. Here's my setup. And I have cut all my stuff I'm going to make from my house where I live for what I'm going to make here. So I cut the material so it'd be a lot easier, so I didn't have to do all the cutting here because I knew it's a small area to work. So I'm going to make some more of these little lanyards like this. This is one of my first ones I've ever made with fabric. I've made lanyards before with paracord, but I have not made them with fabric. So that turned out beautiful. That's for a gift. And I'm going to be making my first wristlets. So I've cut the material, and this is what I'm going to need for that. And I'm also going to be making some bags. So I've cut my bags for holding, I can actually show you right now, for holding your shopping bags. I have this for my camper. I made for myself. What we're going to do today, so I'm going to put my camera up in the my favorite light. I brought that with me. It's neat because it uses a USB port, so it plugs in right there. And yes, I'm an Amazon affiliate, so I am kind of marketing some of the things. I may get commission if you buy any of these items that I will be using. I'll go ahead and open up my sewing machine bag. This is a bag I purchased separately. It's pretty neat. It comes with wheels. It did not come with the machine. So the base came separate. The base you hook up yourself. Super easy. To show you a little bit what's in here. So the sewing machine itself came with this. Here's the sewing machine. Never ever used it. Looks like they already have thread in here. Not sure. Oh, and they have the thread in there. So top and bottom. There is a little platform that came with it too. Let me see where that's at. There it is. So this is the platform. Still in the package. I guess that goes there. So I'm going to hook that up in a minute. I'm going to plug it in down there. Let's see, I did a cord with it, and there's the little pedal. So I just brought some extra stuff. Of course, my Cricut iron, brought that. Hopefully I don't blow a fuse. My camper tends to do that if I use a lot of heating elements at the same time. Like I can't heat up my water at the same time. The microwave or toaster. Mainly it's like the toaster and coffee pot that really makes my power go out. Let's see what we got. And I did, just in case I have to measure something, just got a little cutting mat. And there's directions for the sewing machine it came with. So I probably might need that. Oh, that's the directions for the bag, which that was super easy. I didn't even have to look at the directions. So this bag is awesome because it comes, and it will, I believe, fit a full-size sewing machine in there. And this is my little hooks I'm going to be using. So this is the hooks for the wristlets. And that's the hooks for the lanyards. I'll put links to everything I'm using in the description. What else do I got going on? Oh, I bought some of this. I need this bias quilting binding. That is for the handles. I made my own last time. It's a little hard to make. I may do a video on that. Basically, it's not just cutting straight. You have to cut the fabric at an angle to get it to do the stretching. So I just went ahead and bought my, so I'm saving time. I haven't used these before, already pre-made, but I bought some of these for the bags. So I got a whole bunch of those, so I should have plenty of that. Let's see, that's my ironing mat. Oh, and definitely you need some of this. This is to make your fabric a little bit stiffer so you can form it. So this inner facing. Brought this because I didn't really have one of these that was any good shape. Mine, the blade was messing up, and this was like pretty cheap. I figured that'd be, in case I need it for here, I'll just leave it in there. I might not even have to use it because I already cut all my fabric. But anyways, so I think that is all that's in here. This got so many pockets. Oh, there we go. My extension cord. I brought that just in case. Oh, and this. And this is for turning fabric so you can poke the holes. This is something that came with my Rise coffee. So, I don't know what it is. It's just a little bamboo stick or something. But I brought that so I can poke the corners. So I'm going to need that. My scissors. I say fabric scissors. Do not use or anything else. But it's got so many pockets. I mean, got zipper there. Zipper there. Lots and lots of room in this little bag. And if you don't want to use it for sewing, you could probably use it for packing other things. What else? Oh, my glasses so I can see what I'm doing. So that's about it for showing you what I brought with me on my little camping trip. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting the sewing machine together and see if I can figure out how it works. So stand by and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have it halfway set up. I was having trouble figuring out how to put this on until I had a aha moment. Found out that these must be stands. So when I tried to put it on here, it does not slide. I didn't know what was going on. So we're going to try to, these look like little feet, possibly. So, I don't know. So I was trying to troubleshoot, watching a video. Like I said, I have not used this before. The pedal is pretty long. I was a little bit worried about it. It was going to be short, but it's pretty long for my table. And the cord is right there, and they both plug in at the back. I did also notice that it comes with a little tiny drawer. I mean, it is travel. So, oops. There we go. This is the up and down for the needle. Now, I heard this is for low and high. How fast do you want? Oh. So that you don't have to use the pedal. So I just figured something out. So low, high, without having to use the pedal. So that's pretty cool. So this is off. Let's see what happens. Okay, so you don't even need the pedal. But I think I prefer the pedal because that's what I'm used to. I don't know if I could get used to turning it on and off like this. I want to be able to control it myself. I have control issues. But anyways, oops. This also is not a self-threader. So you have to use, and good thing I saw that, It looks like it just came out. You have to use one of those little things. Hold on. All right, here we go. You have to use one of these. So I'm gonna have to get this out. I'll just use the white thread for now for what I'm about to do, since it's already together. So I'm gonna get that out. So let's try to put this together. All right, so if you look at this, there's a little tiny block, medium block. I guess I'm calling them blocks. I don't know what they're called. Little lines. That's longer. So this, I'm assuming the little one goes in the way it's shaped. Goes like this. All right, so I'm going to do the rest and I'll get back to you. All right, the rest are on. So let's try to get it under the sewing machine and make us a little table. All right, before I do that, I forgot one more thing I noticed. It has a battery compartment. Now, I don't know if the battery will make it run very strong. So, I don't even know what batteries it takes. Let's see what it says. All right, looks like AA to me. That I believe. I might have some batteries here. Maybe we'll check it out. Hold on. All right, me and my doomsday prepping come in handy. I have batteries up here. I'm just kidding. We have these for our remote control. So it's AA. So I'm going to try it with the battery. I did unplug the cord. Wow, that's pretty fast for using batteries. That's awesome. I love it. All right, so this looks like the tightness. I think I'm going to keep it on 3. That's what I do from other sewing machines, like your stitches. And let's see. That tells you how to put it in. 3, what steps to do. 2, 1, you put your thread up here, go through here, go down here, go up. I might just have to do this from the beginning. It already was set up for some reason. And this looks like where you put it if you're going to make a bobbin. That's awesome. It has its own little setup here for your bobbin. So I got the legs on, and I was thinking that it slid under here with those. It does not. It just basically lays on top. That's all it does. I made it way more difficult than ever. But during the looking for how that works, I did find some stuff on here. So let's turn this around. Here is a light. And it's right under here. And there you go. This is to cut your thread. This is, of course, the presser foot. This back here lifts your feet up and down, just like a regular machine. All right. And I do have it unplugged. I just have the pedal on. And what else did I find? Let's see. I found something else. Oh, I figured out what these were. Another aha moment. All right. So this correlates with this. So this is just a regular straight stitch, number 1. And that's where you do it. Number 2 will be that. 3, 4, 5. So you turn it to 5 if you want this kind of stitch. I never do any kind of crazy stitches. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 different stitches. So I'm just going to turn it to make sure that's on 1. On 1. All right. So we're going to go ahead and just start from scratch because I end up taking off. Oh, here's another thing. The bad thing about this on here is if you want to change the bobber, you do have to pull this off, which it's really easy to pull off because this that holds the bobber, I don't think you can take it off once it's on there. Yeah, so you can't. So that's another kind of issue, but it's not a big issue Takes a couple seconds. Little ruler, centimeters. So I wish I had inches because I'm not good with centimeters. And this is the back stitch. So it's pretty self-explanatory if you've ever used a sewing machine. Alright, so let's hook this up. I'm going to put this up on top here. So give me a minute. This is a little bit longer video than I wanted it to, but it's alright. So here's the thread, the bobber. So you know how to put in a bobber. You put it, they say like a P. So you put it down this way. You put your thread on. Alright, so I took off the top. You put your thread back on. Put this back on here. Then you go over here under this little area here. It shows you right here on this picture. So you go up under here. There we go. And then you go under there. Then you go straight down. Then you go up under the two. Number 3 says you put it in the hole. For number 3, it shows right here, picture. Put it in the hole in the side. Then you go down to number 4, and then there is another hole. I'm not sure if you have to put it down there or not. I don't think you have to do that. Alright, I think that's just for... Alright. So then you take this little thing here, and you put it in the needle. I'm going to go ahead and put the presser foot down. And I'm used to a self-threading sewing machine, so bear with me. So put this in the hole. And that's what I brought my glasses for, so stand by. Alright, so now I got my glasses on. Put this in the little hole. There we go. Got it. Then you put this inside of there. So then you pull it through. There we go. Then I'm going to put it, lift up the pedal, put it underneath. Alright. And then we're going to turn the wheel over here downward to pull up the bottom thread. There we go. We grabbed it. So it is up, you can see right there. So this is the one I'm using for the little wristlets, and this is the perfect fabric for today. So this is a 5 by 12 inch piece of fabric, and then you need a 12 by 1 1/8 inch of the interlacing. So 1 1/8 inch interlacing and a 5 by 12 inch fabric. All right. And then you're going to need these. One of these. And I'm not sure what these are called. I'll put it in the description. These little clampers that will clamp this together to close it. That's all you need. And your sewing machine. Alright, let's get started. So I got my pedal on. I've got the batteries in the sewing machine. I've got the thread on. Got it set to 1. I'm going to plug in my iron. because I will need that for the interlacing. And hopefully my power doesn't go out. We're going to see, because this is an iron. So I don't have anything on. Let me go ahead and turn the TV off. I mean, this is what happens when you're in a camper. Sometimes it happens. Well, I guess the TV will be alright. As long as I don't have the heat on, I think I'll be alright. Or the toaster or the microwave or anything like that. Or the heat pump to heat the water. So this is, I'm just going to put on low for now. There's the mat. So this interlacing has little bumps on one side, and then this has a little sheet you peel. I don't like this kind. I have another kind where you just basically put it on there. You don't have to take the back off. But this is what I cut. This is all I had at the time. I bought it by mistake. You put this on here. This makes it stronger. Let it cool for a second. Let's peel this off. So it has a little thickness to it. So I'm going to fold this again to the middle, this side. But all you do now is just fold this all together like that. And one little line, and then you just sew both sides. So this is our first attempt of sewing. Then you put on the, look, is that gonna be cute? A little wristlet. All right. So I'm gonna start where the fold is so I can make sure I get that sewed down first. Go ahead and start the sewing. So I'm gonna put the feet down, and I think it's 1/8 of an inch both ways on my pedal down here on the floor. This does not have measurements on here, so I'm just gonna guesstimate 1/8. It's gonna be real close to the edge, and we're gonna do that on both sides. I'm gonna get it where you can see it. Should have folded this a little bit better. That's why you need to do the fold side first. Okay, and a back stitch. See how that works? Oh, sweet. All right. Lift up. Now you could just take this right here on the side and cut it if you want, but I don't even do that on my big one. I just cut it like this. I should have used a different color thread. This is a little thick thread that came with it, but it's pretty even. So let's do the other side. Make sure I get on the right side. So far it's working. I cannot wait to do this when I'm watching TV tonight, after I go get me something to eat, which is going to have to be very soon. Let's put the pedal down again. It cuts pretty straight. Oops, sorry about that. It's gliding pretty straight. All right, next, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. All right, now you're gonna, since this looks like the bad side to me, this looks like the more clear side, I'm going to fold it this way. And then you're gonna sew across. And this I'm gonna give it a little, about maybe a 1/4 inch versus an 1/8. All right, let me find my pedal. It moved on me. All right. Now you should not have to backstitch on this because you're going to be using this, but I'm going to do it one time. That's it. I'm going to hold it down. All right, up. This thread, I did see in one of the videos that you should probably change it out. The thread that comes with it is more like a string. So I think I'm going to do that with my other ones. So we've got this little wristlet. Beginning, take this, then you just clamp. Look at that, my first fabric wristlet. Isn't that cool? That is awesome. Well, thank you for watching, and I apologize for it being so long. So I don't even know if I'm gonna name this the wristlet video, or if it's just gonna be a opening of the mini sewing machine. So kind of got a 2-for-1 today. I may just do another video on the wristlet. So there we go. And I'm going to go get me something to eat and then come back and watch some TV and enjoy my little retreat at the WIlmore Dam in Iaeger, West Virginia. So you have a great rest of your week.